Hi there, welcome to the Call to Cinema. This is Aaron, and tonight we are looking at the Vinegar Cinema sale that's on the go right now. I'm going to talk to you about the halfway subscription if I think it is worth it, and we'll look at some of the big surprises that happened so far during the sale. You have to Monday, so if you're making that decision, let's go into it right now. So when it comes to the halfway subscription, basically it is $6.57 if you buy it in Canada, $657.84 to be precise. $515 on the nose if you buy it in the US. It is $479.85 in euros, and in Great Britain in pounds it is $408.25. But I'm going to put it back to Canadian since I am Canadian. This is one time I'll be honest, a bit of a spoiler alert here. This is really surprising, and there's some stuff here that even I gotta say I could not have guessed. So we'll read through what's there, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I'll do it afterwards, but I'll be stopping along the way to talk about certain things that I think are really important. So it's the first half of 2022. If the first half of 2022 is mind blowing, wait till you see what else is in store. This June, we'll proudly present Michael and Roberta Finley's legendary Bigfoot horror, Shriek of the Mutilated, on Blu-ray for the first time and fully uncensored. That's important too. From a new 4K restoration of its long-lost original negative. So we got the OCN here. Plus, they're dipping into Jess Franco's vast filmography for the Blu-ray debut of the Red Lips films, Kiss Me a Monster and Two Undercover Angels. So that could possibly be a double feature. We could get like a 2-disc set, or maybe a... I'm kind of curious when it comes to that. Maybe they do what they did with Scanner's Cop, or they do what they did with the thrillers, with the thriller release, and the Flesh for Frankenstein release. This is going to be really interesting because this is their first time doing it. Like you said, they're dipping the toes to Jess Franco. Hopefully it goes well, because that's one that Severin has done a lot, and it has done really well for Severin. But this is where it gets even more exciting. You guys know I'm a Jess Franco fan. We're bringing Cynthia Rothrock's classic Righting Wrongs to Blu-ray. Now, one thing to let you know right out of the gate, this is not the North American Cynthia Rothrock films. These are the ones that she did over, where was this one done? In Hong Kong. She made this one in Hong Kong. And this is her favorite film. So out of all of Cynthia Rothrock's films, and she's done a ton of films, this is her favorite film that she's ever done. There's some great stuff in here. Bao Yen is in this one. We have Kor Yun. I think we have Kieran Shepard too, if I remember correctly. I'd have to look it up. I'm not going to look it up right now. All right, so this is a big deal, and here this is why this is a big deal. Aside from the fact that it's a great Cynthia Rothrock film, some fantastic action in this one. It's her favorite film, but here, the first of several Hong Kong genre picks we have in store for later this year. And for me, I'm hoping that means, and I know some of you guys are wanting the Cat 3 stuff, but I'm hoping that means more along this line. More along stuff like Righting Wrongs or Meals on Wheels, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I really want to see. See, if they want to put action stuff out there, these are the action titles that I do want to have in my collection. Our fifth Forgotten Jolly set will be unveiled in August, along with a 4K UHD debut of a studio-owned 70s drive-in horror classic. In September, we're unveiling the world 4K UHD debut of a iconic 70s horror film, along with world Blu-ray debuts of a couple of 80s deep cuts. That sounds interesting. And then in October, we're going all out and presenting Tobe Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 on 4K UHD, alongside a diverse trio of horror gems, including Euro classics from the 70s and 80s, and another major 4K upgrade. So I'd say that we're looking at probably another one of the MGM releases. And I'm actually down for this. Finally, in November, we're working on another colossal collection of horror and exploitation classics, including our second installment of the Homegrown Horror series, Moonstalker, plus 2 other deep-cut slashers, along with 4 other major gets. Among them, several Blu-ray and UHD debuts, sure to be a whirlwind of cinematic delights. As a halfway subscriber, you'll not only get every single VS branded release, including all slipcover editions, mystery titles, surprise titles, etc., but your orders will ship it for everyone else. And we're not done yet here, because all subscribers will receive 50% off SRP coupons for their sublabels, for the VSAs, the VSPs, the VSUs, and the Picaramas, and any other imprints that they could possibly launch throughout the year. But it doesn't stop there, because you also get a 50% off coupon that's good for every single title from the partner labels, from Agfa, Yellow Veil, anything that within now. So your partner label coupons, it won't be retroactive. It'll start with the titles that come in July and thereafter. And there's a lot of huge partner labels coming out this year. So look forward to that. End it off like this. There's our pitch. But we also hope you keep in mind that Vinegar Cinema is one of the only film distributors in the world that is a film archive, holding perhaps the largest single collection of film materials related to U.S. genre, cult, erotica, exploitation cinema. Becoming a subscriber doesn't just get you a deal on dozens of rare, forgotten, and underloved pieces of genre cinema, but it also helps us with the costly endeavor of acquiring, maintaining, preserving films that would otherwise be ignored and left to rot. That's why they're called Vinegar Cinema, guys. It's not an exaggeration considering how many times we've saved some films from imminent destruction. I am. Let's break it down on a month by month basis. So June, which is next month, is partner label month. You won't be getting any titles coming in June, but you know what? You'll have that 50% off coupon. And there are 13, count them, 13 partner label titles that are coming out in June for you to choose from. As somebody that did have a halfway subscription, the 50% off coupon, I cannot even begin to emphasize how good that is. In July, though, that's when your titles start. So you'll be getting Cynthia Rothrock's Righting Wrongs. You'll have Shriek of the Mutilated, and it looks like it is a double feature. 2 Undercover Angels, Kiss Me Monster, double feature. In August, there's 4 releases, and one of them is a box set. You get Forgotten Jolly Volume 5. And if you've been watching the Forgotten Jolly releases and have seen what they've done, each release is better than the last one that came out. First one was really good. I really enjoyed it. Second one, even better. Third one, just miles better. And the fourth one, it keeps going. It keeps getting better and better. Plus, 4K UHD debut of a 70s driving classic. So you're getting a 4K release here, and 2 others. So a box set, a 4K, and 2 other Blu-ray releases. September gives you 4 more releases. Major 70s horror on 4K UHD. So you got another 4K release coming out in September. So you're really beefing up your 4K titles here. 2 other 80s horror sci-fi films, and an ultra gory, never on Blu-ray Hong Kong film. So that's your, looks like in September you'll be getting your second Cat 3 film. Yeah, they didn't say Cat 3 for sure, but that's what it seems like. In October, there's 4 releases, including Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in 4K UHD. And honestly, if you're going to have a movie in 4K UHD, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is a damn good one. A 70s Euro horror in 4K UHD, plus a beloved 80s Euro horror, and 1 more 4K UHD horror. So October is 4K all-in month, really. There are 3 4K releases, and don't worry, there's usually a Blu-ray. There's going to be a Blu-ray with those as well if you're not yet upgraded to 4K. But if were ever on the fence about upgrading to 4K, what they're doing here, and what a lot of the companies are doing right now, they are shifting over. So I definitely recommend it. November, the last month of the year, because December is a partner label month, is Homegrown Horrors Volume 2. Homegrown Horrors is one of the most talked about and beloved under the radar box sets that they put out, with Moonstalker and 2 other deep cut slashers, plus 4 other horror and exploitation masterpieces, nearly all Blu-ray debuts, and most to be presented on UHD. So they don't even know yet how many of these are going to be on UHD. It could be all of them on UHD, it could be 1, it could be 2. We'll see. But 5 releases. So in total, what you're getting here is 3 releases in July, but one of those releases is a double feature, and it's a Cynthia Rothrock, and it's a damn good one. 4 releases in August. One of those, though, is a box set, and one of those is a UHD. 4 releases in September. We get a 70s horror UHD as well, and if you're a Cat 3 fan, it looks like you're getting a Cat 3 here. In October, it goes in with a 80s Euro horror release on Blu-ray and 3 UHD releases, including the seminal classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 in 4K for the very first time, at least here in North America. I don't think it's ever got a 4K release, but I'm just covering my bases. Homegrown Horrors Volume 2. So in November, you're getting 5 releases. One of them's a box set, and there'll be some of them will be UHD, but we don't know how many will be UHD yet. So for the price, is it worth it? It is 100% worth it. So you have the bones to pick this up. It is really worth picking up. Let's dive in and see what's happened here before I go, because I want to make this kind of a short video. As you can see right here, so Thriller Cruel Picture, the box set, it is sold out. There was, I think, 10,000 of these. Now, I want let that sink in for a second. There were 10,000 copies of this release. All 10,000 copies have sold out. That is a major success for Vinegar Syndrome. Now, we have some of this one here with a limited edition slipcover, and what you get for this one as opposed to what you got on the other release. I think this is pretty much a similar release, but the limited edition slipcover release is gone. So this one here, let's see how they're doing this one. Maybe putting 2 of them together, or is that how they're doing it? Or is this just a Thriller Cruel Picture? Because this wasn't up here before, so let's check it out. If you're seeing this listing, this means the box edition of Thriller has sold out. The listing is for the limited slipcover edition, which is available in either 4K UHD and Blu-ray disc edition or a Blu-ray only edition. So it looks like they color one eye, and I want to make sure before I say anything, is not included with this release. That would have been on the original 4K box set release. This would be Thriller Cruel Picture, the uncut version. Still with a ton of features. And with over 1,000 left. We'll see how that one goes. But the fact that he sold 10,000 copies of Thriller Cruel Picture, the box set, does not surprise me, but I'm pleasantly surprised that that's happened. I say we're still good with stuff like Cloak and Dagger, even though I think it's a fantastic film. Same with Miami Connection. Because at the end of the day, Cloak and Dagger, I can see actually selling more than Miami Connection because Miami Connection it has been around. This is, for me though, this is the definitive edition of Miami Connection. Now, Horror High Stanley, their first drive-in collection one. I hope this sells really well because I really like the fact that they're doing this. Scared to Death by William Malone is here, and that's going to be over 1,000. Voyage of the Rock Aliens, I can see that one being over 1,000 as well. I don't think we even have to look when it comes to the VSAs, because we know, like, aside from I mentioned Alley Cat going away, and it has sold out. So hopefully you guys were able to get Alley Cat when it was in stock. I do think that the put books for the first time novelizations for Scared to Death and for Creature, and I want to make sure I'm right on this. So yeah, I'm not sure if they just had a limited amount, but I think, in all honesty, that the stock too little of these here. Hopefully they'll know next time for when they do this, because sometimes I think Vinegar Syndrome does, when they have merchandise, do tend to understock it. And I know you can't, it's no good to overstock things either, but truly, they really low stock their merchandise, unfortunately, especially during sales, when you think you want to have extra merchandise. Now maybe those are coming back, but if they were limited editions, those books, I think Titan Find is one you can find elsewhere, but I'm not quite sure about Scared to Death. Um, Titan Find, I think I've seen um, on Amazon.com, but with Scared to Death, I have to look. I really don't know, but it's really cool that there's novelizations for those out there that they're going into that too. Severance started the novelization thing. Um, I'm not sure if these are newly written or if they're just like the novelization that was done, back. So this one here is a new novelization. So a new novelization based on the cult 1980 sci-fi horror Scared to Death. So that's cool. So we got a newly written novelization, with just like, remember the old like movie books, you get them in the middle, they have like the behind the scenes like photo gallery. That's probably what we're gonna get in here as well. So that's actually kind of cool. I wish I would have got this. If there's anything I would have wished that I would have been able to get through the sale, it would have been this. I don't think this is a newly done one though. I'll have to check. No, I think this is this one because I'm sure I saw this one at another place. So you may still be able to get Titan Find, but you won't be able to. I don't think it's Scared to Death unless they restock it. But that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the halfway to Black Friday subscription. And should you pick it up? Yes, I really, really do think that if you got the bones to do it, man, definitely do it. There's been a bunch of stuff that's been going out of stock. I think we're good on some of the sets here. I think Forgotten Jelly is pretty safe for this sale, at least. And I think Homegrown Horse sale is going to be safe. So if you don't get it this time, it will be there. I got to check though. Let me make sure I don't make a liar of myself. Yeah, we're set over 1,000 here. This was a fairly like stocked one, 7,000 units. So you're pretty good with when it comes to this. But there are some releases that I would say to look towards to see exactly how they go. Also, I want to thank every one of you that came in and watched last night. We had a blast here. My better half has never stayed down to be in like a video for this long before, unless we're doing like one of our earlier videos when we did the Dracula versus Frankenstein like commentary. But this is something that I want to get her to do again in the near future. And she had a blast with it. Everybody was nice. Everybody was polite. So I want to thank you guys for that. And there we go. If you have already got your stuff from the sale, then congratulations. If you're looking at that add to existing order box, I don't blame you. But anyway, my name is Aaron. Thank you so much for coming in. Terminal Island, by the way, great 4K if you don't have it. I would definitely recommend that one. We'll do like a little recommendation video probably tomorrow. I'll probably do a live one. But I just wanted to come in tonight and just do a short video talking about the halfway subscription because I did say I was going to focus on it a lot and I haven't had a chance to yet, so this was my time. Have a great night. Hope you guys are enjoying the sale, and I will see you soon right here in the Cult of Cinema.